A very warm welcome to the distinguished guests, faculty members, students, and participants from across the globe. To those joining us from India, a very good evening and a very good morning to those joining us from the cities in the Eastern Daylight Time. A special welcome to all our international delegates and partners from the United Nations and affiliated organizations, those who are tuning in and contributing to this dialogue. It's a privilege to welcome you all today to the United Nations 10th Multi Stakeholder Forum on Science, Technology, and Innovations for the Sustainable Developmental Goals virtual side event program, being hosted here at the Sri Ramachandra Institute of Higher Education and Research. Today's event focuses on a cause that transcends borders and generations: water conservation and innovative practices as we stand at the intersection of scientific progress and urgent climatic challenges. It is vital to explore how technology and innovations can secure one of our most precious resources, water. This forum is a global platform that aligns with the United Nations Sustainable Developmental Goals, especially SDG 3, Good Health and Well-being, SDG 8, Decent Work and Economic Growth, SDG 6, Clean Water and Sanitation, SDG 9, Industry Innovation Infrastructure, and also to add on to these, SDG 11, 12, 13, 14, and 17. Through this side event, Srihar proudly joins the international conservation, emphasizing our commitment to research, innovation, and sustainable environmental practices. Today's deliberations will not only showcase emerging innovations but will also inspire local and global actions to protect our water resources. To formally commence today's events, I would now like to invite Dr. H. Tamilchelvan, Dean, Sri Ramachandra Dental College and Hospital, and SDG Committee Chairman to deliver the welcome address.
Good evening and warm greetings to all. It is with immense pride that I welcome you all to this remarkable virtual side event organized under the banner of 10th Multi-Stakeholder Forum of Science, Technology and Innovation for the Sustainable Development Goals, convened by United Nations Economic and Social Council, Sri Ramachandra Institute of Higher Education and Research, Srihar, is privileged to be recognized as an academic impact partner of the United Nations, and we are wholeheartedly committed to translating the SDGs into actionable outcomes through education, research, healthcare, and community engagement. The theme of this year STM Forum, Advancing Sustainable, Inclusive, and Evidence-Based Science and Technology Solutions and Innovations for the 2030 Agenda and its SDG for Leaving No One Behind, is a clarion call into all institutions of higher learning, and we at Srihar have responded with determination and vision. On behalf of our Vice Chancellor, the entire academic community, and the SDG Implementation Committee, I extend a heart welcome to all esteemed speakers, global delegates, and participating institutions. I express our sincere gratitude to the UN Interagency Task Team on STI, UN DESA, UNCTAD, and 10-member group of experts for selecting Srihar to host this important virtual side event. We are honored to have Dr. S. Shankar, Professor and Head, Department of Environmental Health Engineering, Faculty of Health Department, Srihar, as our speaker today. His expertise in sustainable water management will contribute meaningfully to the discourse on SDGs 3, 6, 9, 13, and 17. A special thanks to our dedicated IQAC, SDG committee, and our valued partners IGBC, IG, IWMA, and the Rotary Club of Srihar for the seamless collaboration in making this event a success. Srihar remains steadfast in our mission to promote sustainability through innovation and education, and we consider this event as a significant milestone on ongoing journey. Thank you once again, and wish you all a productive and impactful session here. Tamar here, Chairperson of STG Committee of Srihara. Thanking you.
Moving forward, we have a special address by our esteemed Vice Chancellor, Dr. Uma Shekhar ma'am.
For us at Sri Ramachandra Institute of Higher Education and Research, Srihar, which is in Chennai, India, to take part in this event. The United Nations Science, Technology and Innovation Forum 2025. It gives me great pleasure on behalf of Sri Ramachandra to be hosting this side event and advancing the vision and mission of the United Nations 2030 Sustainable Development Goals. We at Ramachandra are deeply committed and hosting this program on water conservation and innovative practices within our campus is indeed a matter of honor for us. We will be showcasing our efforts towards water harvesting, water conservation, water recycling, and artificial intelligence driven innovation methods that helps us restore and sustain our water resources. We are very honored to be partnering academically with United Nations. We are also part of the India Green Building Association and the Industrial Waste Management Association of India. And we take this mission very seriously and strive whatever we can do towards water conservation and, in general, energy management. We are also actively engaged in community engagement towards this role. I congratulate our faculty, our students, and our staff for the significant advancement towards this water conservation and reaffirm our commitment towards this meaningful goal of global sustainability. Thank you so much.
Now, a few words from the Senior Coordinator of IQAC Srihar, Dr. Ravi.
Reflecting measurable outcomes in quality education, healthcare, environmental conservation, and community partnerships. The Internal Quality Assurance Cell has been instrumental in establishing SDG Implementation Committee, ensuring systematic planning, execution, and monitoring of SDG-related initiatives across the university. We remain committed to achieve global excellence by embedding sustainability at the heart of our academic, research, and social responsibility frameworks. Thank you.
I now welcome Dr. Maithili, Assistant Professor, Department of Oral Pathology, to introduce our speaker for the day.
Good day to all. It is indeed a pleasure to introduce our speaker, Dr. S. Shankar, Professor and Head, Department of Environmental Health Engineering, Sri Ramachandra Faculty of Public Health, Sri Ramachandra Institute of Higher Education and Research. Sir has done his post-graduation in environmental toxicology from the University of Madras, and he has completed his PhD in environmental health from Srihar. Sir works with a dynamic and multidisciplinary team at a place that serves as a WHO collaborating center for occupational and environmental health, and also in the Center for Advanced Research in Air Quality, Climate and Health for the Indian Council of Medical Research, Government of India for the past 25 years. As a visiting faculty at the University of California, Berkeley, USA, Sir has acquired training in occupational and environmental health. He served the WHO in various capacities as a consultant, temporary advisor, and technical expert on special assignments concerning occupational and environmental health training and health risk assessment activities in several Southeast African countries. Over the last 25 years of his service as Srihar, he has designed and conducted numerous large-scale exposure assessment studies and also in various capacities as co-investigator and principal investigator Sir has involved himself in conducting more than 40 interdisciplinary research projects funded by the national and international agencies. Sir has more than 60 research publications to his credit, and he is presently a reviewer in around 10 national and international journals. He has successfully served as a member of the State Expert Appraisal Committee, Department of Environment, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Government of India. As an expert committee member, he is also involved in special assignments of the National Green Tribunal and Tamil Nadu Pollution Control Board. He has initiated efforts to strengthen the green initiatives at Srihar and actively participated in several institutes' administration, academics, and hospital committees concerning quality and safety. Thank you, sir, for joining us today for this esteemed program.
Thank you, Dr. Maithili. First of all, I would like to thank the IQAC and the SDG committee for giving me a wonderful opportunity to share my experiences in water conservation and innovative practices at Sri Ramachandra Institute of Higher Education and Research. First, I would like to extend my heartiest greeting to all the participants, to my international colleagues, and also to my Indian colleagues. So today, I would like to focus my presentation on providing some brief introduction about the Srihar. I would call Srihar henceforth for the convenience purpose. So secondly, I will talk about the governance. Without governance, I think it would be unable to execute these innovative practices. I'd like to take a tour on the water treatment facilities in Srihar and the types of water conservation measures executed and put into practice. Not limited to this direct measures and initiatives, we'll talk about some of the core benefits of water conservations. And finally, today, the hot topic that everyone is integrating the AI and machine learning into any disciplines to forecast or make some predictions in every disciplines. And finally, I'll conclude with some summaries. So this is an Srihar established in 1985 as a non-profit self-financing institutions. This is spread over 150 acres of lush green campus within the heart of the city. And being a Category 1 university graded by the University Grant Commissions, we have expanded from the Sri Ramachandra Medical College and Research Institute in 1985. Currently, we stand with 15 constituent colleges with around 4,600 faculties and staff and around 8,500 students. Also within our campus, very uniquely, there is a 2,500 bedded multi-speciality tertiary care hospital with more than 10,000 patients, floating population visiting in a given day. This gives a magnitude of the population load within the campus. Unlike other campuses, we have a unique kind of an operations with so that we have on a given day like around 25,000 populations visiting inside and out inside the campus. So Ram Srihar has several accolades of national and international prominence of academic excellence and patient services. I'll be happy that if you could go and visit our website at www.sriramachandra.edu.in to get more information about our institute and our activities. Ranked 5th under the Swachh campus ranking in 2018 of universities of residential by the Ministry of Human Resource and Development, Government of India. We have been pioneering and we have also been mentoring institutions for Swachh campus ranking by the MGNCRE, that is Mahatma Gandhi National Council for Rural Education since 2018. What I would like to place on records is that we are very unique and Srihar is a zero discharge campus. That's why we are here today to discuss about our experiences in this STS forum side event of the UN Nation Organization. So to give an insights about the constituent colleges of Srihar, we have like, and this is the timestamp of different colleges that have been started in over time. First, like Sri Ramachandra Medical College and Research Institute, Dental College and Hospital, Sri Ramachandra Faculty of Pharmacy, Sri Ramachandra Faculty of Nursing, Sri Ramachandra Faculty of Biomedical Science and Technology, Sri Ramachandra Faculty of Physiotherapy, Sri Ramachandra Faculty of Allied Health Sciences, Sri Ramachandra Faculty of Management, Sri Ramachandra Faculty of Public Health, Sri Ramachandra Faculty of Engineering and Technology, and Faculty of Sports and Exercise Sciences, and Sri Ramachandra Faculty of Clinical Research, Sri Ramachandra Faculty of Occupational Therapy, Sri Ramachandra Faculty of Audiology, Speech Language Pathology, and Faculty of Behavioral and Social Science. What is unique about it today to discuss? Drawing different multidisciplinary expertise to integrate to arrive at a conclusions on sustainable development indicators, we have been forerunning to interact with various constituent colleges, faculties, and also the expertise to deliver the needs of the campuses. So that is the uniqueness. All these faculties are within the campus, and therefore it provides an unique opportunity to interact with multidisciplinary team to work on any issues and arrive at a solution in an interdisciplinary manner. Coming to the governance, without proper governance, I feel that it would be very difficult to implement such a very novel initiatives in the campus. Ramachandra Institute has not been in doing this exercise recently, but Srihar has instituted these good practices 20 years back or 25 years back. So there is a clear commitment from the management, from our chancellor, pro-chancellor, guided by the vice chancellor and pro-vice chancellor, and with various committees like internal quality assurance cell with the SDG committee, focusing on the SDG indicators. And there's a dedicated infrastructure and maintenance team. And also there is a maintenance, safety and utility committee, which meets every month and reviewing the safety and utility needs of the whole campus, including the colleges, hostels and hospitals. There are additionally, the NSS units are also involved in involving in these SDG indicators. Like one of the top topic of today's interest is water conservation. So that the NSS students have been involved in various community-based activities, pond restorations in various Srihar adopted villages, which are running to a number of 11 adopted villages. Additionally, the Sri Ramachandra Hospital and Sri Ramachandra Medical Center has its own facility and safety committee. So guided by the NABH standards, so we are governed to initiate some novel practices, and so that we are able to meet the standards and guidelines. So all these committees, as I mentioned, there are more like 17 committees meet once in a month and discuss the various issues related to safety, utility, and also with the maintenance aspect. So therefore, periodically we are discussing the issues and rectifying, and actions are taken immediately, and also it is reviewed every month, and therefore the efficiency of the deliverance is improved. Let me come back and tell, these are not something that every institution might be doing. There might be a question, what is Srihar doing something new? Yes, of course, because this is a very unique campus, as I said. that's a big challenge for us to maintain the source water treatment and also the wastewater recycling. And also we are also having rainwater harvesting systems, stormwater drainage systems, and also we have underground water recharge systems. And also we have been practicing the use of water efficient appliances, which I'll be giving some insights into that. And we are very much focused on water quality testing, because as I said, we are having at a given time, we are having like over 25,000 population in a given day in the campus. It is a challenge and a responsibility of the institutions to provide quality water access to all the people who are visiting our campus. So it might be utility, or might be the drinking water, or might be the disposal of the treated waste. And finally, that uniqueness is that we are integrating the AI in efficient resource management, water resource management, which I'll be providing some insights. I'm here, this is a slide showing the water balance flow diagram. So on a given day, we are extracting 1,900 kiloliters per day of fresh water, but that's not the requirement of Srigar. Our requirement is 4,800 kiloliters per day, and which means that we are recycling the around 45 to 50% of the water is recycled and used back into the system. So that's a very uniqueness. So where are the waters used? For domestic purposes, for the laboratory operations, for toilet flushing, for swimming pool, for laundry, for the HVAC system, and gardening. So every outlet is connected to a combined effluent treatment plant. And the excess treated water is stored in the artificial pond. I want to mention here that being that with the different requirement of water treatment, so we have got permission for having a combined effluent treatment plant. If you look at many other requirements, probably you should be having a separate sewage treatment plant and effluent treatment plant. So we at Srigar have obtained permissions from Tamil Nadu State Pollution Control Board to have a combined effluent treatment plant. So how do we treat the source water? We take bore water, which is like 1,900 kiloliters, and we remove, first we get into a collection tank, and then we add some of the very specific chemicals to remove the iron. So we have a specific challenges in our campus, that the only one problem we face with the iron. So we have an iron removal plant exclusively, and then followed by the iron removal system. So this water is taken to the sand multi-graded filter, multi-graded stone and sand filters. And finally, it goes to the activated carbon adsorption system. And finally, it goes after the disinfection with 5% sodium hypochlorite. So hypochlorite, we then take it to the storage tank. From there, it goes to the utility, right? So like around 1,290 kiloliters are taken for utility purposes. And from that underground tank, a part of that is going to the softener plant, and a part of it is going to the laundry and dental colleges, and also to the sterile stores department. Now, if you look at this, we have additional filtration system for various uses. After the utility, it goes to the RO plant, stage 1, and the output of the stage 1 goes for drinking, and the reject water is again recirculated back to the utility purposes. From RO stage 1, we are taking to RO stage 2, and that output water from RO stage 2 is taken for dialysis purposes, and the reject water is taken back to the drinking. So we never waste any water in this process. So again, everywhere we are looking for an opportunity to reuse and recycle back into our own system. This is the flow diagram, which is showing about how the water treatment plant is being operated in our campus. I'm not sure whether you are visible with the raw water pump, which is pumping out the water from the bore well, and there's a collection tank. On the right hand side, there is an ion removal plant where we add polyionic and then give an aeration to convert the ion from the dissolved to the suspended state, so that it can be flocculated and it can be removed. So this is a very simple process we are doing, and this particular process is being done very efficiently for decades. So following the ion removal from the clarifier system, it goes to the sand filter bed and then activated carbon, and it goes to the UV treatment, and from there it is again going back to the RO system. Coming back and going next to the water treatment system. So this is the layout approved by the State Pollution Control Board. So there is a water collection tank, and then the coarse particles are removed by the screening method, and it is going into the solid waste. And we have 3 levels of aeration tank where the water is aerated. So there is a biological oxidation by the bacteria, and then after the aeration process, it goes to the clarifier where the all the organic matters are settled down and they are collected. The sludges are collected and they are removed back. And then the clear water, it goes to the sand filter bed and the activated carbon filters. So let me go back, show some pictures about the plant that is being operated in the campus. The first, from the left-hand side of my view, is the collection tank, and later in the right-hand side, it goes on to the primary aeration, secondary aeration, and tertiary aeration, and then it goes to the clarifier tank and goes to the filtration system and UV treatment, and it goes to the softener plant. So what happens after we treat this water? It's very unique, right? So after we store this in the underground tank, it goes to the UV, and then it is going to the next level where it is stored and taken for toilet flushing. Around 820 kiloliters per day is recycled back for toilet flushing. Next stage is going for ultrafiltration. Why we need ultrafiltration? Because and also the softener plant, we are using that water for the HVAC cooling water system, like heating, ventilation, and air conditioning system. So very unique is that we cool the water and we take the cool air to circulate the air conditioning system. So this is another energy efficiency system that we are being following in the campus for years. Additionally, there are like condensate water that is coming out of the HVAC system, like around 5,000 liters per day. We are expanding the system to other buildings. Currently, the condensate water that is coming out as 5,000 liters, they are used for dishwashing purposes. It's another place where we don't want to waste the water. Like after the effluent treated water, when that is directly going into the artificial pond. This is a very unique artificial pond of 500 meters length and 70 meters width and 3.5 meters depth. So it is having a very high holding capacity, and therefore for gardening, the water is pumped from this artificial pond. Again, I am reinstigating here that we are a zero discharge campus. Anywhere you see in the flow chart, whatever waste coming out of any process, we are reusing back and recycling back and using it in the process. So therefore, if you look at this, we are saving around 45 to 50% of the water by using the recycled one. Okay, rainwater harvesting. We have a good rainwater harvesting system spread over the 150 acres of land. One, certainly we are having a rooftop area. What do we do with the rooftop area? We have around 100,000 square meter of rooftop area in our campus from various buildings, from constituent colleges to the hostels, to the hospitals, and to the residential thing. So like around 8,100 cubic meter harvesting capacity from the rooftop area we have established. We have 9 open wells, so that we have a 2,145 cubic meter capacity of this open wells, so that we can harvest the water. And also harvesting pits, like 36 number of harvesting pits. So we have some guidelines for constructing the this rainwater harvesting pit, so that standards we are following. And we have like 122 cubic meter of harvesting capacity. So altogether, we have like 18,100 cubic meter per hour of capacity has been installed within the campus. So everywhere attention has been given to extract water and recharge it. Coming to the stormwater drain, what happens in rainy season when there's a monsoon or when there's a rain? So we have a 3,360 meters of length of 5,050 cubic meter capacity of stormwater drain. So we have 2 types. Around the building, we have concrete trench, and beyond the buildings, we have unpaved trench. So therefore, we have better and efficient percolation in the unpaved trench. So if you look at this, the length of the stormwater drain, it's again, you will see that it's astonishing, like 3,360 meters. So we have a mantra, catch the rain where it falls. It is not the mantra of Srigar, it is a mantra of National Water Mission. So their campaign is that catch the rain where it falls. So from the overview I have given, you could see or understand that none of the places we have wasted the water. Say it is a rooftop, from the surface parking, or the green belt, or the unpaved area. We, at any places wherever the water falls, we are catching and percolating it, and or else it is collected in the artificial pond. So what is very big about it? So when there is a water body, it attracts birds. So we have more than 25 birds species within our campus, and more than 25 birds. And it's a destination for migratory birds as well. So every space in this campus has a water recharging potentials. So therefore, we do not waste a liter of water. We might talk about the direct benefits of water conservations, how much volume of water you save, but beyond that, there are various, several co-benefits of it. We never imagined that. So the very important thing is that the water stored from the artificial pond is used for irrigation and gardening purposes. If you look at that, we are maintaining 57% of green space within the campus. If you look at the national average, it's around, I'm giving a ballpark figure, around 25%. 21% are forest covers and 3.4% are tree covers in the national level. If you look at our campus, it's very unique and very massive that we maintain 57%, even also greater than the state average, which is 33%. Tamil Nadu state average is better than the national average, and we are still far better maintaining this forest and green belt cover within this campus. Because of this tree growth, you see that there are like 40 fauna species have been observed within this. More than 40 fauna species have been observed in this campus. So we have 3,700 full-grown trees with 97 distinct tree species, which is again an unique in the heart of the city. You can't find like over 100 species in one place, with coming from 25 botanical families. Okay, what's the climate benefits of this maintaining this green space? We are maintaining like 6,000 tons of carbon that is being sequestered within this campus. So building the habitations for fauna and flora, and also we are working on the climate actions. So the institute has developed a climate action policy, and for the past 5 years we are on track and we are implementing whatever we have committed. I would encourage participants to look at the climate action plan policy in visiting our websites, so that you will understand the kind of initiatives we have been taking for climate action goals. So the another very indirect benefit is that of tree growth is that we have measured the particulate matter at various locations within the campus, and you see that there is like 30% reduction of particulate matter when compared to the peripheries because there are like national highways and state highways running on the eastern side and the southern side. So you could imagine that we could proudly say that at least this campus is reducing 30% of particulate matter through this green cover. What are the other co-benefits? We are creating sports space. Although we want to store the excess water in the artificial pond, we utilize this opportunity for developing sports. So there is a rowing facility created in this artificial pond. And also we are having a natural park where patient people visit this park on a daily basis. Also, we maintain the grounds, cricket grounds and football grounds of standards. And also, you know that Srigar, through the safety committees, we are doing mock drills on fire safety every month. There will be by rotation in every constant colleges or every ward side in any hospitals, there will be a mock fire drill. You could see that recently, 2 days back, we made a mock drill. And also you see that, in fact, in case of, we are prepared for dealing with any emergencies during the fire as well. So we have a fire tender within our campus. We own a fire tender, and every day there is it is taking a tour, and then mock drill is done on a periodical basis. So there is an immediate or a swift action can be taken in case of any emergencies. So this is very important in case of dealing with any emergencies. So coming next to the next, what is that? What are the water efficient appliances we use? So we I'm giving an example of cost benefit analysis of implementing 40 push type taps in the cafeteria. So if you look at the cash outflow is like 31,920 rupees for 40 years. The payback period is 9 months with a simple payback period calculation, and 11 months in an interest worked out payback period. So for every rupee that we invest, at least we get like 5 rupees back in this investment. So there is 519% benefit in this particular case of implementing this push type in the cafeteria. The total volume of water saved is around 882,000 liters per annum, just for this 40 taps. So we also have like a filter taps where it is still we have more efficient tapping system. However, the cost benefit analysis 10% in this case, but the payback period is 4 years. That's because the usage is very less in this case. In the earlier case, the usage is very high. So what is the lesson from this is that when the usage is more and the units are more, then the cost efficiency, cost benefit is more. So that, however, we don't look at the cost. Ignoring the cost, you look at the volume of water saved per annum. Again, it is 282,000 liters of water we save. It's not about the money. It's not about the economics. It's about how much water do you save. That's where we are. So every place that we want to save some milliliters or liters of water. So we have implemented a dual flushing system in all, at least I'm giving a cost calculation for 786 dual flushing systems. At least we save 2.5 liters for the time of use for the urinals. And given that how much water we save, you could look at we save like around 17,68,500 liters per annum. So it's a quite significant. Even there is no cost benefit, but we are happy that we are saving like 17,68,500 liters of water per annum. Not limited to that, we are now successfully implemented water efficient pumping system. This is like variable flow drive pumps. What does it mean? These pumps, we have 3 pumps. These 3 pumps operate in full capacity based on the demand. If the demand is less, one pump will be operated. If the demand is moderate, 2 pumps will automatically operate. And if the demand is more, all the pumps will operate. That is the ultimate thing in this process. So what do we save in this? We save like around 25,600 units of electricity savings per annum. This is a very significant amount with just 3 pumps. What are the other advantage of implementing these variable flow drive pumps? You don't need an overhead tank. You don't need to construct an overhead tank. You don't need a maintenance in this process. You don't need to involve human resource for maintenance. And therefore, you have more advantage of using this device. Yes, of course. Without meeting with the standards and guideline, we cannot operate such a huge campus, right? We are governed by the Water Act, and we are monitored by the State Pollution Control Board, and we meet all kinds of standards in terms of all the parameters. We follow the Indian standards 10,500 for all the water quality standards. So how do we test? What is the testing frequency? For the source water, we test once in a quarter. Treated water, we test daily because it's going for utility and various purposes. And RO water is also tested daily. It goes for drinking and dialysis. So we have a stringent norms of monitoring the water. Yeah, we are collecting a lot of data. We are having so much of information. What do we do with this? It's quite simple now today with the availability of AI and machine learning tools. So we have, as I mentioned, we have engineering. As the cost benefit analysis, we were taking the expertise from Faculty of Management Sciences. We have taken the expertise of the Sri Ramachandra Engineering and Technology for providing the AI and machine learning tools for forecasting and predicting the water use. So what is the 3 objectives? At the first stage, we want to look at what is the water usage over time. So we took 3 years of data and analyzed, which I will be presenting shortly. And secondly, we want to use the AI and machine learning process to efficiently manage the water filtration systems. And third, we want to forecast the water demand and also the filter changing mechanism, because once the filters are overloaded, at what frequency, that at what time stamp we have to change the filter. So we have employed these AI and ML tools for integrating this into the data and ongoing data collection efforts. And also we want to make use these tools for efficient resource management in all aspects. So what is that we are monitoring? So this is a figure showing data analyzed over the pH and total dissolved solids. Similarly, we had done for total suspended solids and other parameters. And we see that over the 3 years period, if you look at the left-hand side pH panel, very few days, some of the pH were a little bit acidic, but it gave an alarm so that our team were able to control the pH before it is efficiently treated out. And even within the TDS or TSS, we see that at any given time, all the water quality parameters are kept below the standards. This is a very unique thing, and thankful to the water department for efficiently managing this at a given operations at multiple locations. So what do we do? And on the predictive analysis, we want to analyze the different filter beds. We have like 5 filter beds, filter storage filtering systems, and we looked at the data over the 3 years. If you look at that, all the filtration system have been used differently in a different volume. So if you look at this, different filters have been used at a different volume, and we found that at least one filter we have underutilized. One other thing we have to be very careful is that if any water system fails, we should have a backup system to meet the demand. So we have one as a backup, and we are running at a lower operation so that at least the system is efficiently working. But what about the other 4? Other 4 filtration systems are used in a different way, so that we also analyze the data by quarterly basis. And by analyzing data on the quarterly basis, we come to know that at what is the peak demand period in our campus. Like we found that June, July, and August is a period that we are seeing a peak demand within the campus. So how are we going to use this AI tool? We want to forecast every month. So we want to the engineering team has developed a software, dashboard enabled software, real-time dashboard enabled software, so that the water department will monitor the filtration system usage every month, and then they will try to optimize the use of various filters over time, so that the efficiency of the filtration system is optimized. So this is a heat map showing the monthly usage of water monitoring, like how many kiloliters. It gives that picture. I think many of you should see that during June, July, August, you see that there is a peak of this peak usage of the waters. So this is a 3-year data, and you can it's a very AI and machine learning can be a powerful tool for monitoring the water systems, and then you can manipulate how you want to optimize the resources that are available. Like forecasting, let me come to the forecasting of this, right? The dotted lines are the real data, and then if you look at the shaded or the confidence interval, and the line is the forecasted data. If you look at this, there is always a seasonal pattern that is observed. That's a quarterly trend that you are seeing, as we observed in the usage in the previous slide. So, for example, you see the peak is in June, July, and August. So, we have forecasted in 25 and 26. If you look at the 2 years data, it's very well lined, and we are very much precise in estimating and forecasting. So, how do we validate that? You go back and look at our own data, and then you look at the figures, and we are within that confidence interval. So the modeling is within the confidence interval of the real data. So there is an internal validation process. So I see that the next 2 years, the water trend will be the same, but low consumption of water, because probably we might be using more water conservation measures. That is what we are anticipating. What is that next thing we want to use this tool? So if based on, there are like various critical parameters used for changing the filtering system, like iron, one of the major thing. So we want to use the various like essential parameters like pH, total suspended solids, turbidity, and iron, and have a multi-parameter model and forecast at what given time that we need to change the filter. So we have taken as an example, we have taken that if it is exceeding 1 ppm, we have to change the filters. Yes, right? So we don't want to, we need an alarm at least 2 or 3 months earlier, so that we can plan to change the filters. How do we do that? So we kept the 0.3 milligrams per liter as a threshold as set by the World Health Organization, so that once you set this parameter and then you forecast, if you look at this, maybe in 22, if we are changing the filter, maybe 2 years later, at least in 24, we might be required to change the filter. The complete system has to be changed. So you can appreciate how the AI and ML can be informing efficiently the water resource management. So to summarize, I think water efficient management is a pivotal and for the sustainable management system. It's very challenging operations today for our campus, because we are in the heart of the city. Buildings inside the campus and outside the campus, a multi-story building or an habitation around the campus might put those apartments to extract groundwater. So that what is that we are planning in future? How do we model the water requirements for the next 20 years or 30 years using this AI and machine learning tool, based on the rainwater, based on the groundwater table, and with other water quality parameters. So there is a low-hanging fruit. This is a low-hanging fruit based on the hydrogeology and other parameters. We will be and integrating the automation in monitoring system, in monitoring the water usage and also the water quality, will extend a greater opportunity for us to efficiently manage the water resources for the next 20 to 30 years. One good news for us is that the 10-year trend analysis of the previous data says that the water table has increased by an average of around 4.4 meters in Chennai city and Kanchipuram, roughly about that stage. So probably of course, we are getting more rain and more flood. Of course, we have to have an efficient system of management. So the real-time monitoring system is very much essential for us to move this AI and machine learning technology efficiently. And as I said, this is an interdisciplinary team effort, because I cannot do this on my own. I have to depend on various expertise, right? So at least I have to depend on the infrastructure team. So there's a team that is working. It's not a one person or a one member team that is who are working on these initiatives. I would extend my acknowledgement to Dr. Ravi, Senior Coordinator, who has been encouraging us and behind us to get the data and do in a quality way. And then, in fact, the IQAC is continuously monitoring. It's not like 1 year or 6 month interval. They are continuously monitoring on the good practices that have been followed and documenting that, so that we are able to share to the external world that so that at least this kind of experiences can be learned, or neither way, we are also happy to learn from others to better manage the water efficiently. I would like to thank Dr. Thamasselvan, the chairman SDG committee, who have been working hard to organize this program, and their team as well. And Mr. Viraya Subramaniam, the general manager infrastructure. So his team has to cooperate providing the data. Yes, of course, Dr. Selvam Jesaya, principal of Faculty of Management Sciences, and also his team, Dr. K. Sridharan, head of Department of Laboratory Medicine, and also Dr. Raghunath and team from Sri Ramachandra Engineering Technology for providing their expertise to use the data and inform the better water resource management. Thank you all very much for your attention, and thank you once again. I hope that you would have understood that about what are the good practices that we are implementing in Sri Ramachandra Institute here, but this is not an end. So we will be working very hard, and we'll be pushing to expand the conservation efforts in more buildings over time, and at a different time stamp period. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shankar sir. That was indeed a very detailed explanation and a contemporary write-up about how well water is being managed in the Sri Ramchandra Institute of Higher Education and Research. Now I open the floor for any questions. Are there any questions from the audience? Before the questions, we have a video. There will be a video played, and please share your questions on the comment box after the video. Thank you.
This is the aerial view of our Sri Ramachandra Institute of Higher Education and Research campus. So you can see that how dense the green covers are. And yeah, we recently, in the 2 days back, we have shooted that how much the water was flooded, and very quickly through the efficient stormwater and water management system, it was drained quickly. And this is a biodiversity park where some of the students, patients spend the time, and you could see that the quality of the water. So we breed the fishes, so it's an indicator that the water quality is very good. And so we are looking at the aerial view of the combined effluent treatment plant, which is the collection tank. You could see a lot of waste out there. So floating materials are screened, and then it is going to the aeration tank. So here oxidation takes place, biological oxidation takes place, so that once the oxidation is taking place, the organic matters are digested by the bacteria, and then it is going to the clarifier system. And from the clarifier system, the water overflows, and then it is taken to the sand filtration, multi-grade sand filtration system, followed by the activated carbon filter. After the outlet of the activated carbon filter, we again treat with 5% hypochlorite solution, because even after that, sometimes the efficiency of the system water will be lost, so that we want to efficiently disinfect the water. Now we are seeing the UV treatment plant. Water is collected, and after the treatment, some of the excess water is going to the form of drainage. through the stormwater drainage, it is going to the water pond. This is the artificial pond which I was mentioning. So it attracts a lot of birds, and also this facility is used for roving system. Right? So as I mentioned, it's like 500 meters long length and 600 meters. So here is the RO plant we are looking at. So there are different locations where RO plants are being taken depending on the accessibility. So we have every water from the RO and the treated water is tested for prescribed prescribed water quality parameters, and we are entering those data sets. And as I said, now we are integrating the AI into the data collection system so that we will have an effective forecast of the water quality and water use for this particular area. So this is like we have given more focus on planting flowering trees in the campus in the recent years, and also you see that back side of the campus we have an aerial view. So this is again we are maintaining it on ground environment, and you see that we are using the every location of the system. So these are like we are taking out clean showers, and also using the recycle for HVAC system. This is what the different systems, and you could see that a happy bird sitting and enjoying for waiting for a fish, and you could see many things, and we could learn many things out of this. So it is so interesting for us to implement this, and in this implementation process, we are learning a lot in this different birds and their behaviors and many aspects. Thank you very much for your attention. Yes, the AI team from our engineering team, they have validated that. Probably we will share the SOPs soon. Thank you for raising this question because these are a very innovative practices that we are following. Definitely, we will be putting up the SOP in our website so that it can be used by other institutions as well. So we are happy to share that. Please wait for a moment, and over time you can look at our university website. We will be sharing soon on this process. Even with the previous chief minister, the late chief minister, when she made a policy on implementing the rainwater harvest system, people were a little bit careless, but today many people are aware about it, and it's not that I mean even at the household level, several people have been implementing this very effectively, and then they are taking into the they are having a filtration system, and they are taking to the water sump or the water tank, underground water tank. So industries they by the industry they by the regulation, they have to have a stormwater drain and stormwater tank, so underground water storage. So they are all governed by that. But there are some like PWD. If you go to the PWD website, there are specific designs for constructing the rainwater harvesting pit. So please follow that. It's not just putting a 1 meter pit and putting a different size graded stones. That's not the rainwater harvesting system. So there is a specific approved design by the government. Please follow that, and it is available in the website. You can take this. Even the Pollution Control Board also is sharing those things, those designs. So please feel free to. It's in the open access. If you go and with the search words, keywords, you could get the design. I suggest that I will recommend to go to use that design for constructing in a proper way, so that efficiently every home we can use the rainwater. So we should not forget the mantra, catch the rain where it falls. This is a mantra I want to give as a message to everyone who are attending this program.
Thank you, sir. If there are any more questions, please leave them in the comment box. As we come to the close of this meaningful side event, I would like to call upon Dr. Shrikant, Secretary of the SDG Committee and Assistant Dean Students of the University, to deliver the vote of thanks.
A warm greetings to everyone. My respects to all. With the blessings of our founder chancellor, it is with great honor that I extend my heartfelt vote of thanks on behalf of the SDG Implementation Committee of Sri Ramachandra Institute of Higher Education and Research. I express my sincere gratitude to the United Nations STI Forum 2025 for this global platform that enables institutions like ours to contribute meaningfully to the SDG agenda. I thank our most respected beloved Chancellor, Pro-Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, Pro-Vice-Chancellor, officials of the university, and IQAC team for their constant encouragement and guidance. A special appreciation to our esteemed speaker, Dr. S. Shankar, for his insightful presentation on water conservation and innovation practices at our university, which strongly aligns with the SDGs 3, 6, 9, 13, and 17. I would like to place on record our deepest appreciation to Dr. A. Ravi, Senior IQAC Coordinator, Dr. Tamil Chelvan, Dean, Sri Ramachandra Dental College and Hospital, and also the Chairperson of SDG Committee of our university, Dr. K. S. Sridharan, Social Entrepreneurship and Swachhta Rural Engagement Cell Chairperson of our university, for sowing the seed of SDG awareness in our institution and nurturing it with foresight and commitment. My warm thanks to our collaborators, Indian Green Building Council, Industrial Waste Management Association, and the Rotaract Club of Srihar, and to all deans, principals of the 15 constituent colleges of Srihar, faculties, students, participants, and SDG committee members, audio video team, and communication team, Mr. Joe and Prabhasar, for your active engagement and support throughout this event. Last but not the least, I thank our Srihar management's involvement and support by providing all the facilities for the successful implementation of SDG by heart and deeds. Let's continue to work together towards sustainable and inclusive progress. Thank you, one and all.